We helped business A, cut their invoicing cycle from 6 weeks to 6 hours, but also save at least 50% on cost of building a solution that they thought was the right solution. How to test and validate new tech you want is the right thing. And when I say tech, I mean mobile apps, I mean web apps, customer portals, software to consolidate data, remove paper, that sort of stuff. So how do you validate it? Well, first, you've probably identified a business problem. So it could be health and safety reports. You need to get them off of paper. You need a patient management system. You want to consolidate some data so you can get accurate reporting earlier at board level. You might need an app for your field engineers when they're on site reporting defects with equipment. Whatever the issue is, you've probably come up with an idea. So how do you validate that and make sure it's the right thing? It's easy, actually. You just ask people. Done. Nick, that's it. We can wrap up. There's more to it, although it is as easy as that. So first you need to check that the problem really exists. So what do I mean? Go and talk to the people who you think might be having the problem, but all layers of the chain. So if it's the health and safety report, talk to the people who are in the factories, in the workshops. Talk to the people who deal with the health and safety at the site level. Talk with the people at a central office who consolidates those reports and then puts them to a board or a group to make, or a committee to make decisions on what to do about it. Talk to all of them and figure out where the problems are, what would be better served with technology or a new way of doing things. So once you check the problem, you've probably come up with a reasonable solution. Well, if we just had an app that can take a picture, put some data in, people can log in, then there is data in the correct place. So for the solution, you've got to check that fits into your business process, top to bottom. Because often tech that's brought into businesses fails because the people using it don't want to, frankly. So you need to check that your solution is the right thing. But getting people out of their day-to-day jobs, sitting in the room and talking at them or showing them spreadsheets or lists of things is just not the right way to do it. So it really is as super simple as I said earlier. Mock up some designs, and they don't need to be high fidelity, glossy, really nice designs. They can be 2 or 3 key screenshots, or 5 or 6 or 10 key screenshots, or a key journey through a product that's on a screen that is stitched together JPEGs, where if you click this button, it goes to the next JPEG. So it's almost like a prototype. It's not a functional bit of kit you can use, but you can sit down with the people that you've already gone to and said, does this problem exist? Show them it and say, does this problem solve it? Because you're going to get buy-in, you're going to get ambassadors of, when this thing's here, my life's going to be so much better. My job's going to be so much easier, because really that's what we all want. We want convenience, we want things easier, and we just want our days today to be less stressful. So once you've got this prototype and you've shown it to people, cool. Now we know, we think we're onto something here. So we've checked the problem exists, we've created a prototype and we showed people. And now we've also just finally checked when it arrives, what's the process to getting people to use it? If there's a handful of people going to use it, that's fine. You can just ask that handful. But if it's more than that, then we need to think about how are we going to bring this in, implement it? What's the training going to be? Who's going to support it? How do we troubleshoot when people aren't sure what to do? And who's going to support the people who you may be asking to change their day-to-day jobs or what they've been doing for a very long time? We nearly always start with, in our world, what's called analysis. So it's discovery and scoping. And that is doing all the things that I've said above. And if you're a CEO, product director, you're a health and safety officer, logistics person, whatever you are, these things I'm describing might not be in the comfort zone. So the recommendation is always bring someone in. And by bringing someone in and spending 5 to 10 grand, you can de-risk a bigger investment significantly. And why would you say no to that? So bring in people like us or someone else, Tappable. We have very, very good analysts. Business analysis is what this is called in our world, where we will analyze your problem, analyze your solution. We can put the legwork in, talk to the people on the ground, talk to all the people I've said, figure out that the solution is the right thing, check your existing systems, how and where does it fit into those, and who can do that. And then the end result is a solution that's been checked, the problem exists, check the solution's the right one, and a full suite of documents and a build plan to go ahead and build that thing. So would you not spend 5 or 10 grand to de-risk something that is so significant? We've proved time and time again that by doing it this way, it removes building waste, it removes building features that aren't needed, it removes the situation where you put technology in place and no one uses it because they just are used to filling out those forms, or those delivery drivers are used to putting a wet signature on something. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated, but bring people in to help, because a little bit of money, massive de-risk, and everybody wins if that project gets to go ahead.